And then oh, okay.
And welcome back. It's the early morning Sunday show. Happy to have you with me and wait for it. Oh yeah, maybe not. Maybe the co-host is trying to figure things out here. And there we go. And here is Cat. Yes. See, meow, meow. The camera, Cat. Welcome. Well, happy day after Record Store Day. Actually, I'm recording this early because on Record Store Day, I'm going to Detroit. But I'm going to Detroit with 3 people that don't do records. So every Record Store Day seems like this happens. But that's fine. I said, listen, I just need to go to a few record stores so I could see if I could get a couple things, and I'll come back and see what my own store has left. So we'll find out. So yeah, while you're standing in line, we're going to be doing something else, and we're staying overnight with them. So yeah, that's my Record Store Day. We're going to the Henry Ford Museum, which is probably one of the most awesome museums in the United States, by the way. But that's what I'm doing. So the host is settling in already. That is pretty good. So yeah, we can show some records here. But we're going to get going right away because we got a lot of records, some really brand new stuff from 2023. It's always good to show the new things, right? Got to keep trying to find new music. And I'm going to start with this one. I'm very excited about this. This is from William Tyler, and it is called, it's actually William Tyler and the Impossible Truth. So he has a group with him right now. It's called Secret Stratosphere. And this just came out maybe a week or so ago, possibly. There's a cool hype sticker. You know, eventually that's going to be something. Go, why the hell did I even bother keeping that? Oh well, doesn't matter. So here we go. We got to take a look at them. So William Tyler, he's out of Nashville. Talked about him before because I just love his music. He was a session player, and he played backup in a variety of bands. It's a 2-album set. There you go. You can see that beautiful orange, very orangey, psyche type vinyl. So he's a session player, but eventually he began to record his own music. And now he's put out, you know what? I don't even know, 6 albums maybe or so, possibly. It could be. What makes him so interesting is he tends to, he kind of reshapes the more traditional finger picking style of guitar playing into something atmospheric. He does create atmospheres. And this album, it's a live album from 2021 is when it was recorded. And he does 7 songs on here from his back catalog and a cover. And they're long. They make them expanded jams. The Impossible Truth Band creates these sprawling jams, and they give the songs more meat because William Tyler a lot of times very minimalistic on his albums. It's his guitar playing, maybe a few other things, so there's not a lot of instrumentation. Here he brings in the band, and it's great. You know, William Tyler himself, you know, his guitar, it's kind of like a delay heavy lead guitar. Sounds absolutely wonderful. They have on here, it begins, actually the second song, it's High Anxiety / Radio Activity. Amazing. High Anxiety is my favorite William Tyler song, came from Modern Country. It is so beautiful, so atmospheric, just wonderful. But then it goes into Radioactivity, a Kraftwerk song, which kind of just blows me away. It's like, whoa, what are we doing here? Something really different. Whole New Dude is a fun song. It's very up-tempo, very rocking. It's just, this album, it's a marriage of country, Americana, and psychedelic. It's all in there. It was such a fun listen. Now, I am a fan of William Tyler. That helps me, you know, I listen to this. But I've had some of his albums where they were okay. I really like this. I like this one a lot just because this full band just put more into the music and made it much more interesting. So really happy 2-album set to get this one. William Tyler and the Impossible Truth, Secret Stratosphere. This was a neat group. Night Beats. This is their 6th album, my first, because I didn't really know much about them. A group that was formed in Seattle in 2009. Danny Lee Blackwell, Rohan Billingsley is the man in charge of it. It's his group. And this is a live album. I didn't know it was a live album. You couldn't. It's not made to. Really doesn't. You don't hear audience. You don't hear much anything. I no clue it was a live album. But the music, it's psych garage rock, and again they've done 6 albums. And look, oh, isn't that? Now we just live in a world of exciting colored vinyl, and just makes it so much better. That's even neat, kind of neat inner sleeve. No lyrics though. That's okay. It wasn't like I was going to sing along anyway. So this one, they recorded it, live album, and it was this was 2021 also. That was 2021. 2021 was a big year for live albums, I guess. But with COVID, this was recorded in the Mojave Desert in July. Who does that? The Mojave Desert, July? Seriously? It was so hot. They had to put ice on their steel pedals. I mean, on their effects pedals for the guitar. That's how hot it was to keep them from shorting out. Isn't that nuts? What are we doing? Come on. You don't need to do that. So, It was pretty, that's pretty wild. I mean, who'd even want to go to that? And these guys, look at that. They're in long sleeves. Well, you got to be in long sleeves or you'll burn yourself to death. But wow. This is just good fun rock. It's just, they push it with a lot of reverb, a lot of echo. All of that goes into this. And it really turns it into more of a psychedelic fun type album. Now a lot of people this is a group that I was unfamiliar with, but many people know. I put it on Instagram, so many people, oh man, the Night Beats. And so it's something I need to explore more because I really did do this. It's filled with these pounding drums. It just keeps pushing the music forward. Again, it is live. My favorite song that was Sunday Morning on here was just Incinerary. It just kaboom, blew up. It was so darn good. Very nice album from a group that has me very curious to learn more about. The Night Beats. And the name of the album is Levitation Sessions. Levitation Sessions, The Night Beats. Then we move into, this is going to be difficult. This is going because I got, this just came in this week, and it is from Third Man Records. It's the Third Man Records selection of the month. I don't show these very often. It's kind of weird that I don't. I guess it's, well, everyone shows probably them, but none of the channels I watch show them. So maybe not. All right, so let's look at this. And Third Man Records always comes with something here, explains the music. And we have a little 45, Hypnotize. And you've got her in your pocket. Very nice. It's a 2-record set. Can we open it up? Oh, told you this would be hard. Someone has to stand. There. Okay. the albums themselves. Again, 2 albums. They're in one pocket. And we have red, and the other one's white. And so you really need to see what a white album looks like. It looks like this color of that jacket, okay? We'll just say, let's just go with that. And now I can't get that back in. Screw it. All right. There's also a DVD in here, and you have this. Look. So, it's Elephant. It's it's called Elephant 2020. Elephant was a very cool, White Stripes album. I remember it came out, obviously, and it was the first album that they did on a major label. Now, they came out, and on this album, they have this feeling that they really sound pissed off, and there's this paranoia within the lyrics, and it's definitely darker than their previous album. It really is fierce punk blues. That's what's happening. It begins with the epic, the incredible Seven Nation Army that is now played in every, at least U.S. stadium, wherever you go. Everybody plays Seven Nation Army to the point where you go, oh my God. But it is a rocker. I mean, what a way to start this. They do the song, I Don't Know What to Do With Myself. That classic one from the 60s. Dusty Springfield made famous. It starts off this nice, almost sweet kind of a sound from Jack White. And then he just sounds like he's just pissed off. I don't know what to do with myself. And it's more of an anger. And just ends with a searing guitar solo. Fantastic stuff. Cold, Cold Night is a song that Meg White sings. And she just has this sweet little kind of a soft voice. You just think Maureen Tucker. Maureen Tucker from the Velvet Underground. She did one song, and I think Meg's done like 4 songs on the various albums. Meg was an extremely shy person, which is kind of where even the breaking up of the White Stripes. She just doesn't like being around all those people and all that just the media. It was not her thing. They were married, but they kind of divorced really before the White Stripes got going. But Meg said, well, let's just keep this band. I mean, they were formed already doing a band, but she said, let's just keep it going. And so they did it, but saying they were siblings. And, she's kind of really bowed out. She just doesn't want to be out. She's just a private person. But this Elephant was a great album. I really liked Elephant a lot. It was really nice. This beautiful set. Third Man Records does a wonderful job when they do this stuff. Is Third Man Records cheap? No. But when you look at what you get on some of these, different, high-end quality things, albums you get from other companies, this is really done well. And it sounds fantastic. They do. It's absolute quality. So, wonderful things. Elephant, Third Man Records. African, original. We have here Victor Nairango, possibly. And it is Zimya. The Legacy Continues. Zimya. We'll take this out. And we have, it's from the Fred Branda collection. He was able to put that on there. The back album. This it's only one, this person only did one album. Came out in 1991. So this is from 91. Looks excellent. Well taken care of. I don't think they used a plastic sleeve or an inner sleeve or took it off the turntable or any of that stuff. But it's not bad. The vinyl really is not terrible. when you talk about some of these original African albums, saying vinyl's not terrible means, maybe it's a good plus. No, this is better. I'll give it a VG. It was, Victor here, his cousin, I believe it was his cousin, was Paul Ngozi. And the album is a tribute to Paul Ngozi, and he plays 6 of Ngozie's songs. I think he's just trying to get, I can't count for anything on my own that anybody cares about. I'm going to use my cousins. But it's very danceable. It's kind of funky. The difference is Ngozi was more guitar oriented, and this has a lot more keys in it. Again, done in 91. Ngozi's biggest stuff was done in the 70s, so it wasn't dealing with keys. Here we're dealing definitely more keys because that's what was in African music, kind of an organ synthy type sound. Still, there's very funky beats dominate the music, and really funky bass line. Uplifting album, a lot of fun. Another, just it's fun to get these originals. I just don't see them. I got this one and the next one online from Mono Records. Actually, Dave, the VC ambassador, had told me, hey, they got this 45 out for sale. And, the guy had it, and I didn't get back to him fast enough to try to get this 45. I think it was an Ilonga one. So he says, well, if you like Zamrock, here. He showed me a couple of these albums, and I picked a couple. And this was the other one. Is this, I didn't show you the, hold on. Here we go. Label. And again, the vinyl on this one, it's hard to see and hear how good it is or not. It's not too bad looking. This one, there's scratches, but it's not real bad. But then we get to this one, and this is from Keith Melou, and it's Through Fire to Heaven. This is a classic album, but oh boy. We're going to take this out. Is this the worst album? Would you buy this normally? Not in a million years. But it's Zamrock. It's from 1977. And Keith Melou, I got one of his albums up there. You can see it, the second one down. He's great. I mean, he really is good. Him and Ricky Ilonga were like fighting to be the best of Zamrock. And I think this is my second album from him, and I really like it. I think the other one's Ilonga. And I would love to get more of his stuff. But they're not reissuing Melou, and I don't know why. They called him the one-man band from Chingola, because he tended, like Ilonga, to want to play all the instruments, and they would. He'd bring in maybe a drummer or something once in a while. A lot of his songs, he used a Curtis Mayfield type falsetto, and he just had very, very heavy funk rhythms, which made it really interesting. He labeled himself the godfather of Zamrock because Ilonga had already named himself like King of Zamrock, something like that. And I mean, him and Ilonga feuded. They did not get along with each other, did not like each other, because they wanted both to be the dominant Zamrock player. Label. This is just exciting to have, but the vinyl on this, and you probably can't see it on there because it's black. I'm gonna tell you, it is. There's like scratches everywhere. Now, so you get the Rice Krispie treatment. There's one song that has a little skip, and there's one song that goes tuckle. The guy told me this. I got an incredible deal on this thing. I mean, I hope you got that for free. No, it wasn't for free, because that album goes for low end, very low end, poorest condition, $245. I got so much better deal. I mean, it was really, he goes, just name a price. So I lowballed the price, and okay. He's trying to get rid of it too. I mean, yeah, condition, right? But when it comes to Zamrock, condition isn't as important as I got it. I got one. You don't see it. Now, when I want to sell it, that'll be a bitch. Okay, moving on real quick. I picked this up. It's the newest one, re-released from Blue Note, from the Herbie Hancock. Hancock was 24 years old when he made this one. Empyrean Isle, his fourth album, came out in 1964. I love his first 5 albums. His first 5 albums he put out are by far my favorite from Hancock, and stuff that I would listen to over anything else. Now, the group on here, he had Hubbard, Ron Carter, and Anthony Williams. All of them were very, very young. This was like a bunch of young kids coming out to do their thing and doing it the way that they wanted to do it. What they did is it was kind of a balance of traditional bop music that was interjected with soul grooves, and even some post-modal was put on it. It just made, of course, this has the most wonderful, the most beautiful Cantaloupe Island, one of my all-time favorite songs. And I mean, it is so funky, so soulful. But you also have the Egg, which is talk about improvisation, just extended improvisation going on. It just keeps going as each of them are doing very long solos. Wonderful stuff. Side 1, you have One Finger Snap in Oliquay Valley. I'm not saying that right. Just great hard bop music. Really, we're super excited to get this one. This is the final one I needed to have those first 5 Hancock. I'm glad they're reissuing them. So great album. We go into this. Dinosaur Jr., nice reissue that come out. I found it at my local store, Radio Wasteland. Someone, again, selling off their collection. And yeah, I was able to pick this up. Look at that, vibrant green. Now, it's a 2-album set. 3 of the albums, 3 sides are from the actual album. And then the 4th side has some, was it live or demo? Live. Because, the CDs were longer. So, but not long enough to do a 2-album set. So, yeah, you got to add something to it, I guess. Or you make an etched side if you really want to be lazy about it and not do a damn thing. And there's inner sleeve. Very nice. Okay, Dinosaur Jr. formed in, whenever they formed. In 84 to 97 they went, and then they broke up and they reformed, I believe, in 05 and still going. Out of Massachusetts. This was a big album. I remember it came out, I had the CD. They had called themselves, when they started, Dinosaur, and from 84 to 87 they were known as Dinosaur. But they'd put out a couple albums, and they found there was another group called Dinosaur, so we're going to sue you. Now, the original Dinosaur group was more out of San Francisco, and it was made up of a bunch of San Francisco bands, people from different, like Country Joe and the Fish, stuff like that, different band members that were now very old. They were actual dinosaurs, and they said, hey, that's our name. So they changed it to Dinosaur Jr. Dinosaur Jr., of course, a 3-piece band from Mascis, I believe is how it's said. I'm terrible with that stuff. But he was the main driving force behind this, still is. There was their bass player, Lou Barlow, who was eventually fired. He went on to form Sebadoh. They put out 12 albums, but this is their 4th album that came out. And it was their major label debut. So there's some really good stuff on here. Is it my favorite kind of album from that time period? No, but there's some neat things, like the song Thumb. Thumb has just this, it's lovely, has a beautiful melody. There's this gentle mellotron actually going on, which is really kind of surprising on there. There's a song Muck, and it has a very cool, funky feel to it. How'd You Pin That One On Me was a song I really liked, and just had these great guitars going on. It's just really hard rocking guitar thing. It's very, very good album. This was good to see. It was a great price. So I thought, you know what? This is one of those groups. I bought the CD. I listened to it once or twice, and then I had a whole bunch more come in, so it got shuffled away. revisiting these, I find out there's a whole lot of stuff on them that I really like, but I missed. Have this was a different Paranoid. Talk Talk. Bought this at Third Man Records last year. Yeah, that takes, as usual, me that long to show a record album. And the group formed in LA in 2017. Talk 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 is their second album, 2020, The Paranoids. I remember their first album came out. It was big. Everyone was talking The Paranoids. I don't remember many people talking about their second album. Maybe there's a reason for it. This came out in 2022. It would not have made my top list of 2022, though. I was just Third Man trying to figure out something to go. I saw this. I saw the album cover. They got foil on their head. I thought, God, that looks like Devo. Kind of Devo-ish. So let's get this. And yeah, kind of is. Yeah, it's filled with distorted power chords. There's groups shout responses. The three gals are very good friends. The songs deal with space, alienation, space, aliens, and paranoia. Thus the foil hats, right? Yeah, because we know they're reading your minds. Aliens read your minds. Foil on your head. Trusting you. Even watch their video. Guess what? Foil on their heads. They have the song. There's Lizzie that has foil on their foil hats, and on there, it flows. It has this quirky Devo feel. When you listen to Lizzie, watch that video, very much Devo influence, and you will hear that throughout the album. Not heavy, but it's there. Nissan Overdrive is a wonderful, kind of a heavy slacker type guitar going on. Those are the type of overtones you get in this. Typing was a kind of sad song. It's about them losing two of their friends to drugs. It's very melancholy with these kind of buzzy guitars and shoegaze type vocals happening. They're just buried down. Two of the people, Layla, she plays the keys, and Alexi on guitar, both sing. They've been friends since preschool. Then Stas became a friend in 9th grade, so those three did it. And then there is, what's the name of the drummer? Dave. Dave's the drummer. Dave came in 2015. He's not like one of the gals. Well, he's not. He's a guy. So this album was okay. The more I've listened to it, the first time I put it on, I didn't like it. I go, God, that's, the gal at Third Man Records, oh my God, that's one of my favorite groups. I love this album. I love it. I thought, oh wow, look at me. I just bought something that a young person likes. And I go, oh, I guess I'm not young enough to like it. Repeated listenings, I feel much better about it. I don't mind it. Is it a favorite album? No. Does it suck? No. It's okay. Not bad. Thank you for coming by on this. So have yourself a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.